And to end, I'm going to just read the last little bit of a poem called The Proxy Inhumanity of Forklifts, which is about the proxy inhumanity of forklifts. Two contexts, I guess, to make some sense of it. I worked for a long time when I was a kid in a warehouse, and eventually deposited all of my childhood belongings in a big box, all of my teddy bears and toys, which were put in a warehouse on the top level and lifted up by a forklift, and I saw them left there, probably forever, and I've never gone back to get them. The other context is, I'm sure you've seen that photograph in Abu Ghraib of the American soldiers lifting up Iraqis with a forklift. Anyway, it's a really long poem again, but I'll just read the last little bit of it. One shot at the end, I eat the one who shuts my head around one tongue. Tongue first, single atom by single atom to take eternity. Two, off work after an incident. Three, called life beneath a forklift. Sake of which, if this is the analysis, cast into a can. Four, a tin. If I release him into the nerve of gloss, the thing who drags my teeth by the head, I fit in meted gloss of nerve. The thing who drags my teeth by the head, I fit in meted atom by atom out a 5 tin, wrapped in sheets of canned, tinned, shattered glass, blew around like me. 6, a tan, I was sick, an incident. 7, beneath it, I said that thing, am lost. I am 8, mugged if night, a tin to make up the right noises, to be them, eat them, live them, free them, tea them, 5 them, eat them, free them, 10, things as they are, not for nothing, 11, or be them, to have them, things as they are, soon had them out, or nothing, a can over a can. If I made my difference to him, the single thing in fancy dress of the cross-section of a human neck in wax crayon, on torn newspaper with fire scribbled on me, or not, in 12, a can so long as if the death in me is impossible to put out, so as not to get out, outs to me, outs to me, out to me, 13.6, incident with forklift, but no stopping, 14.16, if a tin, but I couldn't, 15.4, object 1, 15.6 in principle, if I 15.7 don't seeing as 1.1.1 as how my point was already whatever it is for so long as I was there, one life to remember it being what it was, in that case the point of 7, that different from nothing, 16.3, 16.3, 16.3 if I was for no point, 17.8 dead, 18, 19 if uneaten, 20 if not fucked, 21.4 fucked, 4, 8 if fucked, can on seeing only that denied me, 22.14 if on account of my changed point, 23.5.91 a tin, the point of change, as in the image that I now get, one sieve, ironed flat, pressed on one face, traded to one other, traded to one other, traded to one other, whose tongue through it like water to wash up in, dishwater to wash up in, boiling glue to wash up in, boiling glue, thing, 24.83, the whole thing, shut teeth first minus melting a can, and if I do it then 25.27 as I do it now, lost that love, a can in time for nothing to tin, if now as I do now, and as I now read this, 26.6 nothing, I do it now, and as passionate, 27.7 nothing, I do it now, and as good at not dreaming, 28.8 nothing, I do it now, or yet more good at it, 29.9 nothing, I do it now, or yet more than good at it, 30 point nothing, 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 1, I do it now, a tin, or yet more than good at yet more than nothing, 31 point nothing, 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 2, I do it now, or a melting tin, or yet more than, yet more than, yet more than, yet more than good at not dreaming, 32 point nothing, 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 3, I do a melting tin, or good at more than not dreaming, 33 point nothing, 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 4, I do a tin, melting, or good at yet more than dreaming, 34 point nothing, 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 5, I do with a melting tin, the one holding your forevermore lost face in my hands, with your forevermore lost mouth, forever open, if hell, open forever, 35 point nothing, 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 6, I do it, gasping, gasping, 36 point 6, nothing, 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 7, I do it and wanting to come in, 7, screaming down the hill, breakneck in the forklift, riding shotgun, 1, wanting, if not desperate to be 80 in me, a tin I will eat to you, nothing, to be in me, drag me around the cell, the mall, the security wall, unleashing the Alsatian stress ball, 10 the point to 10 point in 10 point, liberated into a can, 139.9, a tin point, I nothing, rip it up a point if I nothing, I open to infinity, eyelids first, then 1, then forever, then the other, the first, you must back me into this nothing else, a reason to love, a reason to love, a reason to love, to survive, yet inside a can, locked to its burnt mouth, pointing open to infinity. It is midnight. It is midnight. A foul mist creeps between the droning trees. dries to a scab on holograms of bulging irides. In from the neighbouring governorate, come at last to see for ourselves. Inquiries into barcodes on our broken eggshells. Irides fixed like doormats on pentangles. Their black holes glisten in the diaspora of our limelight, as whine the Alkifa wraiths, and one by one the grim conveners count, spotless, de-skilled skeletal sluts cut into toothpicks, spineless embeds fried on snipers diazepam, tanked up preps all slurring your eat shits. The rapid response post-avant errata of who's who, Marxist twinks, mudge holes pornographically lipping our shrink wrap, sententiae addicts, fodder for Dutch flaff peons to conceptual litanies, anti-metastatic to infinity. Now, it's forever 9:18 a.m. on a Friday, or an ambitious 6.1% of our Wednesday before. Or right now is not a day at all, but a stage set in an amniotic infomercial, where glossed lips pre-gelatinated in sepia scream in sips, swap Bicom or now 74 for ode diction or grammatolatrous tact or judicial highs to infinity. Stare out from my head, down at the differential dead, ornamenting Sunday morning analysis flagships. We are foreigners in our affairs. I see to the butchered Afghans of the Sun canteen freezer, iconoclasts of the franchise of death, teeth grinding, pupils dilated, cryptic barflies high on legal horseshit. I suck out the boners of Gabon, rammed in part-time Lebanese lesbians, one nostril full of wasteland at a time. I am Jeff Hoon, who fidgetingly sighs, probably, to the inquiry, into my fuckhead finished youth, not finished fucking with its fucking infinity, but plotting a lock-in at second base. Same shit, different war. Unwaged by bourgeois dead who won't go on with the dead of the C2DE demographic with nothing to prove but our chains, who ignore with indignation the dead of the Electronic Frontier Foundation and indie media. Dead women. Meet the new necrophiliac, new womanizers. It begins with fasciculations in my lower extremities, at a hostile acquisition anniversary piss-up in my graveyard, where for minutes you're requested not to sing, that come to a lifetime's silence. Playing musical chairs with the music turned down, making forklifts fuck like rabbits fuck on meat hooks, pouring chicken shit from a shit plastic jug into a bullshit yellow jelly mold, spilt on hot sand. And in the dead of night you do a sum, and in the morning deduct your sum from universalism. Like chins off the chopping block, that's how we roll. Mouth by rote the entitled subtitles. Make history poverty, inhuman love. But the unreheated heart is not soluble in dream. Its light, I burst to touch your disappearing skin, the kind I too am in. Pulled over us, and I got out of the car at the bottom of the Dead Sea and rushed up through deep salt and scrubbed my mouth, but the retarded bee stayed on. We and the zombie bee. But to draw conclusions from that, but to do what about it is stupid to do about it, to dream braining USA without acknowledging respite, but the retarded bee stayed on, not let among us. Dichotomous blood lost in my sclera frolics, no one will block it, what's ours is ours. And the stun felt along it is democratic, though not of the model lately attempted on Afghanistan. Replied the Jack, ours what? Light streams under the door when the milk falls out. And though it isn't the door revolving between the Ministry of Defence and British Aerospace Systems, it is the door light streams under. The door. Nothing. Chic. Middlebrow. Weird. Thanks.